Hey beautiful! Welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is actually a candle wax reading, and it's all about what big unexpected surprises are coming towards you in your love life. What don't you see coming? Now, this is a very exciting reading, and I would like to start straight away because I'm really looking forward to it. As always, my dear, I have 3 piles you can choose from, and today I have cards and crystals for you. So, this is pile 1 with the Queen of Wands, this is pile 2 with the Queen of Pentacles, and this is pile 3 with the Two of Cups. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. Lastly, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's start straight away when it comes to your reading. What big unexpected surprises are coming towards you in your love life? What don't you see coming? Now, my dear, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and I would say let's start straight away with your candle wax reading. Let me get you guys your candle. All right. As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. For my beautiful pile 1, what big unexpected surprises are coming towards you in your love life? Let's see, let's see. The first thing I would like to say, which I feel very strongly, is that I feel like for a very long time, maybe nothing that's significant. And when I say significant, I'm looking at this from your view. So whatever you may not think is significant. So maybe nothing really significant has happened in your love life. It's kind of like you're waiting, or even if you experience something but it's not really what you want. I even feel like for a lot of you guys, you could have been single for quite some time. It's kind of like being in an energy that is not satisfying. You may want your love life to look a certain way, but it's not quite that. It doesn't matter whether you have been single or not, but your love life has not been what you hoped it would be or what you would like it to be. And what I find very interesting is that I'm getting this message, and at the same time, I'm getting a very hopeful message, which is kind of taking this seriousness out of this energy. It's making it much lighter. And what I mean by that is that I see someone manifesting something very big in their love life. And in fact, when I say big, I mean significant. Like, it's almost like the complete opposite. I am seeing you guys coming out of this energy of my love life is not what I want it to be, to my love life is transforming into what I want to manifest, what I want it to be. And speaking about that manifestation, definitely, if someone is watching this and you are trying to manifest a certain partner into your life or a certain circumstance in your love life, you may have a certain vision of what it is that you want in a potential partnership, or how you want your love life to look like. If you are actively manifesting, then this is definitely a thumbs up here. This is definitely about you, like, keep going, because you are on the right path when it comes to manifesting what it is that you want. And even for those of you guys who may not be manifesting right now, I still want to emphasize that I really feel like you guys are great manifestors. And if you're not doing it, definitely consider it, because you're gonna be very successful. You are someone who, if you really focus on the right energy, if you not allow your belief system to be distracted by, things that don't serve for you, if you really focus, there are a lot of incredible things that you can bring in when it comes to that love life of yours. So it's almost like I really would like to congratulate you, because you are someone who can create great things. And I feel like there is something attached to your creativity, to your creative energy, that is really magical. So, for a lot of you guys, a lot of your potential, or let me put it that way, there may be a lot of potential in your creative energy that you may have not even dived into. And this is almost like a what is the right word? Invitation, I guess, like an invitation for you to really look into the infinite amount of creative energy that you have, which you can profit of, even, let's say, through, the manifestation techniques. I mean, it can even be connected to that, but just generally speaking. And what I also find very interesting is that you are actually manifesting a potential partner who's very supportive of you living this creativity. I know maybe some of you guys, you have certain ideas or vision or plans when it comes to the future you're creating for yourself, and maybe you have certain goals that you really would like to dive into, maybe even a certain purpose which is somehow connected to you expressing something. This person that you're manifesting in your love life is going to be very supportive of that. And the reason, or a few reasons for that, or one of the reasons for that, is because they acknowledge the potential, they see it in you, and they want to be very supportive of that, because they understand that if, like, you are the kind of person, if you are supported, very good, there is really no limitation to what you can create for yourself. And I mean, there is really nothing wrong with us being supported. It's a beautiful thing, because life is all about relationships, or one aspect of what makes us humans is relationships, and of any kind. And what I find very interesting is that what you are bringing in when it comes to, this unexpected energy, when it comes to your love life, is a connection or a relationship that's going to be so supportive of you and your life goals. I don't know, it's almost like maybe this is something which is very important to you. Maybe for you, you have a lot of goals when it comes to where you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And it's kind of like You want a partner who's gonna be supportive of that, a partner who you can count on, excuse me, a partner who also is going to understand this vision. Maybe you have sometimes talked about certain things you want in life, but maybe people sometimes they didn't really understand that. And let me tell you, this person will understand it, and they believe in your success. They believe that you can make it, you can create whatever it is that you are envision for yourself. I also would like to talk about the fact that I feel like there's a choice that you're gonna have to do when it comes to your love life, and it's gonna be a very unexpected thing. It's definitely come like a surprise, but this choice is very much needed to take you to the next level when it comes to your life in general. At the same time, this choice is gonna also take you to where you want to be when it comes to your love life. I really feel like this choice is supposed to be a surprise, because if you would know right now what this decision is, maybe you're gonna think about it too much, maybe you're gonna just put too much into it. And the thing about this choice is that when the right time comes, you're supposed to take the decision according to the circumstance you are in the future, not where you are right now. You may even take the decision in a very spontaneous way, but the way you're gonna choose is gonna be crucial, and it's gonna actually be the right decision for you. Okay, this sounds very complicated, but what I want to say is that it's the right thing that I feel like it's not really being exposed here. It's gonna be a very good choice for you, almost like a very healthy decision for you, and all you need to know is that it's gonna help you, I'm hearing, become your greatest version more. And I also would like to talk about the fact that, and this is something I was getting throughout the candle wax, there's this intuitive energy attached to this reading. And I really feel like when it comes to your love life, my beautiful pal one, there is going to be a lot that you're going to decide intuitively, almost like follow intuitively. Maybe in the past you were indecisive when it comes to your love life, perhaps even when it comes to potential partners, but this indecisiveness is really, it's fading away. It's kind of like you're understanding more and more what it actually is that you want, and it's more than that. It's kind of like you're allowing yourself to be guided by that voice that I'm hearing knows better for some reason. So some of you guys could very well decide for yourself out of your free will that you want to listen to that intuition. You have trust in it. You believe in it. I also would like to say, by the way, this is a message I got in the beginning of the candle wax reading, and I feel like for some of you guys, it may be very important, but I didn't really have time to talk about it because of all the messages I was receiving. I really feel like for you, my beautiful pile one, for some of you, maybe you have experienced some kind of disappointment, maybe even heartbreak, or some kind of pain which was attached to love. And I really would like to mention it that this past experience doesn't define who you are, and it doesn't define what kind of love it is that you deserve. Unfortunately, sometimes we go through life experiences and they can go beyond our love life in any area of our life, right? Which is unpleasant. And sometimes we may think that this unpleasant experience is, the best we can get, or it is what defines this area of our life, or it may be even worse, maybe we think it is what defines us. But I really would like to take a moment and say that this doesn't define you. In fact, the only thing this defines or shows us is that you deserve so much better than that. And I really would like to also take a moment and tell you guys that it is like there is something about this energy suggesting you to stay hopeful. Okay, to stay hopeful, and that there is something good coming towards you. There is also another thing I would like to say, a message I got later, not later, I got earlier, is that when we talk about who this person is coming towards you in love, I really feel like this is someone who knows who they are, someone who has experienced life. They have seen a lot, they have experienced a lot, and they went through challenges that made them really rethink over and over and over again who they are. Now, someone may watch this and say, like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, why is someone rethinking who they are? Like, why? And the reason for that is because of transformation. A big part of life, not only as us as human beings, but generally speaking, a part of life is transformation. We can see this in nature. We can also see this within us as humans. And what I find very interesting, I mean, yes, we are part of nature, but I mean, for example, when we look at the seasons, right? Like, very simply said, nature changes season after season after season, and it's a cycle, and it's part of it. It's part of life. And transformation is also part of, well, life as human beings, because, you know, when we go through experiences, we also change and we go through different cycles of transformations. And this is what this person has experienced as well. And I really feel like maybe you hear something about them or you see it firsthand that will show you that this is someone who has transformed many times in their life, and you're going to have a lot of respect for that. That's what I'm hearing, a lot of respect. So, my beautiful pile one, this is all I have for you for today. I'm not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Also, as always, if you haven't, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you do, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may even not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax readings such as this one for you guys. Also, as always, my dear, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, of course, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my dear. Hey, pal two, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what big unexpected surprises are coming towards you in your love life. What don't you see coming yet? So, my dear, as always, before candle wax readings, I have already meditated for you guys, and I would say let's start straight away with the reading. Let me get you your candle. For my beautiful pile one second. All right, as always, my dear, as always, please give me a few moments to tune into the energies in here. For my beautiful pile one, what big unexpected surprises are coming towards you in your love life? What do you need to know? The first thing I'm receiving is, okay, that's interesting. I feel like, my dear, it's almost like, I guess, the next chapter in your love life. That's what's being shown to me here. We're getting a lot of information what this next chapter in your love life is having for you. And the first thing I would like to say is that there is a lot of serious energy coming through. One thing that is coming towards you, which you may not see coming yet, or maybe it's going to surprise you, but it's something very stable. It's something like commitment, a very serious long-term commitment. And of course, it depends on you. Maybe you're someone who's watching this and this is actually not what you want. For others, maybe this is something you want. But regardless of that, this is what I'm seeing and I need to talk about it. I definitely see a very serious approach or offer when it comes to your love life, and it is something that is going to put you in a position in which you have to decide whether you want to commit or not. But this commitment is definitely something not just randomly. It's not something casual, no. It could, for example, for some of you guys, it could be the case that you could meet someone and that person could actually be your partner for life, or maybe even you could marry them. You see the kind of commitment I'm talking about? It's something serious. It's not something just, a person may consider with anyone. It is something you think about very long, and want to get to know the other person. You want to see whether you can imagine a life with them, a future with them, and stuff like that. So this is the first thing I'm seeing in here. For some of you guys, it could definitely be something which, yeah, you haven't expected, but that's something I'm seeing here. Also, for some reason, I'm receiving a message which is showing me that this energy, this phase or chapter, excuse me, chapter is better word to use here. This chapter in your love life is gonna help you with releasing some kind of burden that you may have had, or maybe you even right now have when it comes to your love life. It could be a certain toxic expectation or a certain toxic belief is a better word, not expectation, belief that you may have when it comes to love. Maybe it's an experience which made you feel this way or think this way. But whatever it may be, there is a burden which is going to be lifted off your shoulder. There is really no other way to say it. And it's connected to this next chapter. So it could very well be the case that this person coming towards you is going to almost like open your eyes to what love really is, in comparison to maybe what you thought love was, or at least, once again, this is connected to something which is negative, some kind of negative belief regarding maybe certain partners or certain relationships. And this person is going to show you, no, that's not who, or that's not how everyone is, or that's not how everyone thinks about this or that. That's not what everyone does in relationships, And it's really going to be very nurturing for you, because it's kind of like this belief, this negative belief was stuck on you because of fear, or because of literally you experienced something which you couldn't let go of. So this person may actually help you with healing an aspect of something regarding your love life. And of course, healing is a inside job, like it's something you have to do. It's not something other people do for you. But it is nice to have people in our life who support us on that journey. And in this particular example, this person will trigger it and they will help you through it. It's kind of like they may show you a healthy example of whatever negative example it is that you have in mind, if that makes sense. I hope you guys understand what I mean. They're going to show you the healthy side of whatever it is that you have in which you have a negative connotation attached to it, I guess, That's very interesting. Let's see. And yeah, it's going to be very freeing. As I said, it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to take away a certain sadness which is perhaps attached to this false, I'm hearing even false narrative for some reason, but this false belief. What I also would like to talk about is that for some of you guys, you may actually, okay, that's interesting. You may actually, like, someone may approach you or may flirt with you very, very soon, show you that they're interested in you. This person could already be in your life. For others, they may enter your life, but it's going to be in a very playful way. I'm seeing a lot of flirting there. Yeah, a lot of flirting. Them approaching you. And what I also find very interesting is that, I don't know why, but for some of you guys, someone may tell you that they um are interested in you in a very unexpected way. Like maybe this person has not shown it, kind of like a hidden crush. And maybe you're watching this right now and you're just like, okay, this message is not for me. I don't think anyone is interested in me, or no one really showed any signs of having a crush on. Oops, excuse me, my dear. Excuse me, I accidentally hit the camera. So, what I was about to say is that maybe you think that there is not really someone out there who is currently in your life and interested in you. It could be the case that it's exactly you who's gonna receive that because you don't expect it, if you understand what I mean. It could even be someone asking you out for a date, someone once again expressing to you that they feel some kind of way, like they have some kind of attraction towards you, or maybe message you, but it's some kind of like contact which is going to be initiated. Yeah, someone could receive a message. But I would like to also take a moment and talk about one thing which is coming through regarding your love life, which I find pretty interesting because it's almost like the mystery around your love life or the energy attached towards your love life. I feel like a lot of things will happen in the future for you in that area of your life, which will be attached to a lot of surprises or unexpected energies. It's kind of like you are on that journey towards being surprised in your love life over and over again. It's not about you expecting things. Like, for example, even if you know certain things about where your love life is heading towards, still, the way the things are going to come through, it's not going to be in the way you expect, or it's still going to be somehow surprising because that's the energy of your love life. Like it's almost like I'm reading for you, or I am explaining to you what your love life feels like energetically. And the best way to explain it is surprises and unexpected energies. So this is very interesting. Let me know how you feel about this, because maybe for some people it's actually very fun. You like this energy of, you know, not knowing where it's heading towards, and you just enjoy this element of it, of surprises and stuff like that. And for others of you, maybe you don't like it. Maybe you would like to know everything about it, and it's actually very annoying to you to get sometimes perhaps even messages that, or maybe even in readings that show you that there's always this mystery, or there's certain things which are hidden from you. So yeah, let me know how you feel about this. I don't know why, but I am receiving this message. Anyways, moving on from that message, another thing I would like to talk about here is that when we talk about the kind of person who's coming towards you, when it comes to your love life, I really feel like this is someone who's very in tune with their inner child. Someone who also, in addition to that, has not forgotten how important it is to be connected to this playfulness, to the lightheartedness that we all have within us. But when we go into certain life experiences or into certain life phases in our modern day society, we may have to give away in order to be perceived a certain way. And I really feel like for you, my dear, this person may even teach you in a way how to reconnect with your inner child and not be or not feel ashamed of it. Maybe you're someone who has heard at times, like, stop acting like a child, or like, grow up, or why are you watching these things? Like, it's not for someone your age, or act your age. Certain things that may make us feel a certain type of way when it comes to that energy. And I really feel like this person's going to show you there is absolutely nothing wrong with connecting to that side of us, which has this childlike energy. And in fact, it's not only that there is nothing wrong about it, but it's actually very necessary for us to connect with that side, or at least see whether there are a few areas that need our attention and healing and our nurture. We should not only we should not neglect our inner child just because we are a grown up now, because it could be the case, and in fact it's very often the case, that this inner child still needs us, and that a lot of areas of our life are being affected negatively because this inner child is not healed, or it needs us, right? And I really feel like this person is gonna not necessarily introduce you to that. Maybe you are someone who is already knowledgeable about that. For others, maybe you're not. But they're gonna help you navigate it, or let me put it that way, they're gonna help you understand it and work through it and embrace your inner child, embrace your playful nature as well. My dear pile 2, this is actually all I have for you for today. I am not receiving any more messages. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your wonderful energy. As always, my dear, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if you do, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload any pick a card or candle wax readings such as this one here. Also, my dear, as always, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's dive straight away into your reading, and let's see what big unexpected surprises are coming towards you when it comes to your love life. Now, my dear, as always, I already meditated for you guys, and I would say let's start straight away with your reading. Let me get you your candle for my beautiful pile 3. All right, pile 3, as always, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. What big unexpected surprises are coming towards you when it comes to your love life? What do you need to know? Let's see. The first thing, right from the beginning, the first thing, my dear, I would like to start with is that pile 3, you have a soulmate. you have a person, it could also be a twin flame, but for the majority of you guys, this is a soulmate, a very significant romantic soulmate. You have one that you're supposed to meet in this lifetime. And I mean, we can have multiple romantic soulmates, but I'm talking about this one. They're very significant in the sense that you and this person, you guys chose to experience something with each other here. And it's not only about experiences, it's also about creating something with each other. I Yeah, this is a spiritual union. And you're not going to question it. Like, you will not have any doubt. Let me put it that way. When this person, for those of you guys who, if this person is not in your life right now, but when this person enters your life, you're going to know. There is really no other way to say it. You will know. And the reason why you will know is because you already know them. You will recognize it. You will recognize the connection which is already there. You will recognize this person who you already know. It would really not surprise me if you have spent a lot of time with them in the past, like many lifetimes. Could be in different like roles. It doesn't have to be necessarily always romantic. It could have also been that you guys chose to, you know, experience life through different roles, which are non-romantic, maybe platonic, but still, this is something I'm seeing in here. Okay, for the majority of you guys, this is someone new, that you don't know this person. For the majority. For others of you, it could be the case that you already know them, but I need to talk about the majority because that's just the majority of energy which is coming through here. And regardless whether they are already in your life or not, I really feel like this person is gonna open up almost like a new, fresh beginning for you. Because that's what a lot of you guys need. A lot of you guys, maybe, it's almost like there is this frustration around love or around your love life. And this person is gonna be a new beginning. This frustration can come from maybe heartbreak in the past, or maybe just because you haven't found the right partner for you. And I really feel like, let me, 1 second. Yeah, this frustration is going to turn into expansion of the self, expansion of love, expansion of experience. Definitely this relationship coming towards you guys, there is something about it that you want. Maybe you always wanted a spiritual connection, even though it has its challenges, and no one said it's easy, especially with such intensity to it, and maybe for some even like karmic like experiences that, or lessons that you have to go through. But you guys still want this. I really feel like for love, you guys, you want a spiritual connection. And then, okay, maybe it's not so much about wanting it, but you know that you have it. Okay, that's a better way. Let me put it that way. It's not necessarily that you want it, but for a lot of you guys, you may be already aware of it. You may get the messages. You may already know that that's what's coming. You can feel it. You see it even for some. Maybe through your dreams, maybe through visions. Of course, take it how it resonates. But this pile is a very spiritual pile. It wouldn't surprise me if some of you guys are also very spiritual, or certain things in spirituality are not new to you, certain concepts. The person coming towards you is a very mature person, someone who has I'm seeing a lot of different, like a network. How should I explain it? Like, give me a second. There are a lot of people who they know, and a lot of connections. That's a better way. Yeah, this is a very well connected person. That's very random, but that's something I'm seeing. For some of you guys, there could even be some distance between you guys. Okay. Another thing I would like to mention as well is what I find very interesting. Okay, for some of you guys, online could also be involved in here. Maybe you will interact with this person a lot online, or maybe you will meet with them online for some. But regardless of that, I would like to talk about the fact that this person will open up your your passionate side when it comes to the intimacy and stuff. That's something I'm seeing. Maybe some of you guys, you are a little bit inexperienced, or even for those of you guys who are experienced, still maybe there's this, I'm hearing there's this fire that you always wanted to have in a connection, but you didn't have and was missing. And this fire is something that is not going to come short in this connection, because I said it, you guys, this is full of intensity. This connection is going to be very intense. Now, of course, it depends on you whether this is something you want or not, because at the end of the day, you have free will and you can still decide for yourself. But that's what I'm seeing. You're gonna go through a circle, not circle, through a cycle, excuse me, through a cycle in your life in which I feel like things will speed up in a way. Like, for example, maybe when it comes to certain, let's say, career goals that you have, you're gonna see them like speed up, coming through. Or maybe, for example, when it comes to certain personal things you always wanted to do, you see them coming through. It's almost like, okay, let me explain it that way. Let's just take 4 months very randomly. Within 4 months, a lot of things, like, you're gonna be very actively doing a lot of things that maybe you thought were more so in the future, or maybe you didn't really find the right time for them to do it. And there is a lot of things in 4 months that's going to happen, kind of like life speeding up, or certain things speeding up in your life, and you're just going to feel like, okay, like there is something coming, because you feel like something is intensifying in your life. Okay, this is such a complex energy to explain. I'm trying my best here, but I really feel like you're gonna maybe even intuitively pick up the energy of things, like something very significant coming towards you that's gonna change a lot in your life. And within this period I've been talking about, definitely you could dive into many things at once. For example, maybe you're gonna take that pottery class that you always wanted to dive into. Maybe you're gonna learn that language you always wanted to learn. Maybe you're gonna start with a certain hobby that you hold away for quite some time. It's kind of like a lot of different things at once. For others of you, could even be certain decisions which are a little bit more like bigger life decisions, such as moving to a certain place, moving away, and stuff like that. But you're gonna feel how significant life feels at that time, like that there's something coming towards you. And it could even be the case, by the way, that you see yourself in front of different like options or opportunities even, and life is gonna feel abundant. Like, you're gonna feel like, wow, I'm so abundant because I can dive into this and that. I have time for that thing that I always wanted to, start. Or I have, or I'm abundant when it comes to my skills, and I want to try out those things, like just you being very active and you wanting to experience life. Honestly, I feel a lot of high vibration coming towards you, and it wouldn't surprise me at all if one of those activities that you do, you could meet this person through that as well. Another thing, if for some of you guys, you have certain, it could be a certain trait that you have regarded like connected specifically to love that may sometimes sabotage you, such as, let's just say, I don't know, like let's just say jealousy, or some kind of other feeling. I see that you worked through it, like you take it very serious. Maybe a certain feeling that you sometimes thought was a part of love, you're gonna really question it, and you're gonna question where it came from, and you're gonna understand that it comes from a place of fear, and you really almost like want to go to the root of that fear. That's very like a very random message, but that's something I'm getting, and there is a lot of importance to it because it's almost like you have to overcome this lesson, and then you will meet this person. Do you understand what I mean? Like some kind of lesson that first needs to be seen from you and understood and overcome. And I mean, it makes sense in the way that maybe you're not supposed to take this sabotaging energy with you to this relationship, especially you guys, because this is a spiritual connection. And I've said now multiple times that I feel like this is a very intense connection. And if there is one thing that, for example, you hear, or which makes you feel like sabotaging, of course it could have a huge negative effect on this, and maybe that's why you're supposed to work through that before you meet them, so you don't take this with you into this relationship and sabotage it, because this potential, like excuse me, this relationship has so much potential, and it would really be like, I don't think that, wait, 1 minute. Yeah, there's a lot of things that you're gonna dive into when it comes to this relationship, and you wouldn't want to sabotage it because of a fear, because this space with this partner is gonna teach you a lot of about love, okay, a lot of things about love, and you don't want fear to hold you back from that love. I guess that's the best way to explain this energy. So for some of you guys, you will want to understand this fear so you don't bring it into this energy. So my beautiful pal 3, this is all I'm getting for you for today. As always, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do so as well. And if you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload a pick a card or candle wax reading. Also, my dear, as always, if you would like to get further information regarding a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. And lastly, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal 3, take care, my dear.